we like met at church, and then he apparently thought I was really cute or whatever, and I thought he was really cute, but we never really like met. And then around March of that same semester, he asked me to prom, which we didn't even really know each other. He just asked me to prom because he just thought I was nice and thought I was pretty, and was just really surprised I didn't have a boyfriend at the time, I guess. So yeah, he just asked me to prom, and then so we only knew each other for a couple months, and then went to prom as like our first date. We always joke about that. And then after that we started dating, which prom was in May, so we only knew each other for that long, and then we started dating in May of 2009.
So it was at a youth group at my church back in Greenwood, and it was the first time she'd ever come. I hadn't been there in a long time. So I walked into youth group and was hanging out there after a hockey game that day. She walks in and sits down, and I'm just like, dang, look at that girl. I was telling her that my first thought when I saw her was like, I wonder if she has a boyfriend. Like, who's that girl? I wonder if she has a boyfriend.
Yeah, like prom was really fun. Like I loved hanging out with him, and he was really nice. And then the next day he like joked about how we were together because he like changed his Facebook relationship status. I'm like, that's not a thing. You have to ask me to do that. You have to ask. And he was like, I do. Because like neither one of us had had a real relationship before that. So he like, I made him come to my classroom like that day, or the like Monday after prom, and that was when he like asked me officially. And then we didn't know where it was going because I mean he graduated in that year, so we didn't really go to school together that long. And so I was like, I don't know, but yeah, that's probably what started it, was prom.
Not that great. Afterwards, I didn't think she liked me. We didn't spend much time together. I mean, the dinner time was fun, you know, the dance part was fun, but we didn't spend too much time together at the actual event. She would dance with all her friends, and she had a lot of people to say hi with. You know, being in show choir, she knows almost everybody, so. And I was kind of uncomfortable because I didn't know any of these people. And I thought afterwards, you know, it was a fun time, but I don't think anything's happened because I don't think she likes me. And then it changed, like 2 days later.
I had told him jokingly before, I was like, you have to come and ask me, like you have to do that. So he like walked me to class, and then we stood outside of our classroom. I was like, I'm pretty sure he was late to his class because like I made him stand there. I was like, is there something you want to ask me? And he was like, what? I was like, I'm waiting. And he was like, well, will you be my girlfriend? And I was like, yeah. And then yeah, so it wasn't that like, it wasn't super special, you know, but we had gone to prom together. Like that was a pretty big, you know, first date, and we hadn't even started dating at all. So it was like, I don't know, but it was cute, I guess, for the little, like we always joke about that because that's not the best way to ask. And then he just did, and it was fine. Well, he told me he loved me after about 3 months. So it was like very quick, and I was like, okay, but it was the summertime, like I thought that it was just, you know, summer fling kind of thing, but then like I really did fall in love with him. Like, and we talk about this all the time, how we were in love then, but it's like a different kind of love now, obviously. Like I'm tearing up thinking about it because like I think about it all the time, but then it's like I never talk about it. Well, it was very rough and very weird when he went off to school, because he went to IU, so it wasn't that far from my house. It was like 45 minutes. This is so weird, why? It was weird, and like we had some issues like every now and then, like I don't know how we got through that, because no, I never had like a real boyfriend before, and I never think about this. Oh wow.
Do you want a tissue or something?
What?
Do you want like a tissue or something?
Oh no, I'm told all the time I'm a pretty crier, so I don't think it looks that bad right now. But yeah, I feel like I tested it so much because I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, how am I supposed to know? I've never been in a real relationship. So I would say he came back for like my senior prom, so that was like a year later, and I was like, wow, like we stuck that whole year out, like go us, you know, that kind of thing. So I think at that moment I was like, you know, I could see this, but then it's like, again, like I went here and he's still there, so that's even farther apart. So I don't know. I think that around the year mark I was like, yeah, we're like going strong, and then it's like the summer always helped. So it's like we live like 5 seconds from each other, like in our hometown. So that was always nice, like when he would come home and I would come home, and you know. But I think it was like during, like after the first year, I was like, wow, this is like happening, like this is real. And then just every year after that, I'm always surprised that he stuck around that long. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah, so she was in Greenwood, I was down in Bloomington, and she was, you know, insecure, just as I was, because she didn't know me very well. You know, we'd only been dating for a couple months, and then I go off to IU, and she's still at, you know, Center Grove. And having her, you know, be up there with all these, you know, show choir people I didn't know, you know, they're nice people, and I met them, but still, I didn't know them at all, and she didn't know who I was hanging out with, and it was tough trusting each other, plus me being in a new place, and she was the one I talked to every day, so she was my support network, and there was a lot of pressure on both ends there. So that first, you know, couple months was really hard.
Real. I think that he is the same with everyone, that he doesn't try and change who he is for anybody. And that's like, you know, what attracted me to him, because he's just so nice and he's so funny and he loves to help people, and he doesn't like try and be fake to you. Like he's gonna just be his dorky little self like all the time, and it's awesome. Like I love that about him.
It's not fair. You can't do it.
Okay, well then how would you describe her in general?
Energetic and adventurous.
Why do you pick those about her?
She's always smiling. She's always got some activity going on. She always got someone that she's talking to, caring about, something that she's doing and putting her effort into. And adventurous, as much as she'll deny it. You know, she'll say she hates trying new things or she hates doing new stuff, but she does it.
I don't know, when it becomes like you don't have to try as hard, when you realize like, okay, this is like the person I'm gonna be with, like I'm fine with that, when you're like okay with it, and you like everything you do, it's like no matter what that person does, like you'll always love them, and you'll never like judge them, you know. That's what I think it is. It's like, because I don't know, he does so many stupid things, and I'm just like, whatever, I still love you, it's okay. And I do an equal amount, so.
Being comfortable with the person you're with, but not ever feeling like you have to, you know, settle. You know, one of the biggest things that I love is adventure, new things, seeing what's out there. I love being comfortable with Laura, knowing that she's always going to be there to support me. Whatever I'm doing, whether she thinks it's a good idea or not, if I am going to go into it, she's going to have my back. And knowing that there's always going to be that person by my side with me is comforting. So. So I actually decided all that about a year ago. Surprisingly enough. I decided I was going to do the IMA, the Indianapolis Museum of Art, in the gardens there. Got a lot of like botanical gardens and stuff. I don't know if you know that at all. But yeah, so I decided I wanted to do it there, and planned it out, had a really good idea of what I wanted to do, and then kind of just lived my life for a year. Just like, now what I do, got the whole thing planned, I can just relax now. And ended up getting a friend of mine and his dad to come and take pictures, and they kind of followed us around 2 different angles. And
well, I had like, we were walking around the grounds and like this guy was being real creepy, and like I was taking a picture of David, or like getting ready to, like on my phone, and this was before anything happened, and he like popped out from the, or like he was standing by the trees or something, all of a sudden just like shot away from where we were. Like I was like, why is he being weird? Like, who is that? I don't. But then I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. And we like walked down the like stairs, and I remember seeing a lot of people. I was like, what's going on? Like, we gotta get around them. Like, I just want to go see more stuff. And so then we got to like the bridge, and I was like, this is so pretty. And he was like, yeah, look how pretty everything is. I'm like, yeah, everything's really pretty. And I'm looking around and just like doing my thing. And then he did the thing where he hugged me, and he was like, you know, I love you, right? I'm like, something's gonna happen. Yep, I feel it. And I did not see any photographers. I did not see anything. And because he asked me the same kind of questions when he gave me my promise ring. So I was like, something's gonna happen. I don't know if you knew that you did that, but you did. It's like, you know, I love you, right? You know that you're the only girl for me, and that you make me the happiest man alive. And then he like backed away a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? This is not, oh my gosh. Like, I just didn't know what to do. And then yeah, he got down on one knee, and he said that I kissed him a lot before. Like, he was trying to talk, and I like tried to kiss him a lot just because I knew what was gonna happen. I knew it. So I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't just sit here and watch you talk to me like this. So I had to do something. Yeah, but it was awesome. I was so excited. You're bothering me. You just are shambly in every way possible right now. There you go.
I was watching it unfold in front of me. I didn't hop up right away. I stayed on one knee as she went through her range of like 10 different emotions. And I was just sitting there, just watching her, and then eventually I realized, oh, I have to get up. Like, I can't just stay here forever. So I hopped up, and I was happy. I couldn't smile big enough. Like, I didn't know what to do with all the energy in my body. I was so excited and so full of life, and it was a weird feeling.
It was fun.
I'm like,
It's good.
But happy.
Well, I was very surprised when he asked. Not surprised like, oh, I didn't think this was gonna happen. Like, I just didn't know that it was gonna happen that day. I'm just very happy. I'm very excited, and I always look forward to the future, but it was never out there. Like, it was never a thing that I could really talk about or think about like openly, because that would make me seem crazy, because we weren't engaged yet. So I was like, I can't really like plan anything or do anything, and now it's happening, so yay. I'm excited.
When I was thinking about proposing to Laura, I didn't think of it as something to change our relationship. I was expecting, 100% I would propose to her, she would say yes, and nothing would change about our relationship other than the title. Now instead of boyfriend, girlfriend, it would be fiance and fiance, whatever. But I didn't think anything would change, and the reality is nothing has. I mean, we know that, you know, she's mine for life. I guess there's that much closer to being mine for life. Same with me to her. And now we can hopefully talk about planning a wedding, our married life, and people won't look at us like we're stupid. But we're still the same people. She's still the same girl that I was dating. And
I've changed a little bit from when we first started dating.
oh, a little bit's understatement. But
not in a bad way.
but no, like, I wasn't looking at proposing to you as something to change a relationship.
Right.
And I think a lot of people do.
They like do it just to save their relationship almost. And I feel like we talked about it like the day after or something, or maybe it was that same time that you asked me how I felt. I was like, honestly, I don't feel any different, because it should be exactly like that. It should be like, there should be no surprises at this point, and we shouldn't be changing everything about ourselves right now. Like, this is a big decision, and that's just how I felt about it at first. I was just like, this does not feel any different to me. And that's what I love about our relationship, is that we don't change about each other. We don't change anything about each other to like please the other one. It's just like, we're just here, we're just living life, being in love, and no matter if we're engaged, if we're married, if we're, I don't know, just started dating a week ago, like, we're gonna be the same people, and the relationship is still gonna be the same. It's just gonna evolve and get better, I think. And that's like that's what's gonna happen from here on out. So it's just gonna get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than that.